Here we go. Let's start off with Sunshine. Honestly, for Sunshine, I'm putting it straight here just because of Casper. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw Sunshine. Sunshine! I feel like it would be kind of cute if someone said Sunshine, I guess. But, you know, after a date with death, Sunshine's, that's some S tier. Because of Casper, yes. That name definitely has good memories attached to it now. We got the good endings for A Date with Death. I was very happy with the Soul Babies, and the ending we got. I think if someone called me Sunshine, it has like some good connotations towards it. I think I like it more than I would have if I never played with A Date with Death. But now if I hear it, I'll be like, smile. You can thank Casper for being the wingman. I think Sunshine's cute, and because of Casper, it bumps up all the way there. Weaken the knees, and Casper says it. Alright, second one, Bunny. I don't think this works for me. If someone called me Bunny, I think I'd be a bit confused. I'd be like, huh. Bunny. It's not like bad, but it's just like not anything related, or like, you know, that's more of a Mlem and Cinderbuns thing. 183 centimeter tall bunny. What if Mlem calls you Bun Bun? I think that'd be cute. If Mlem said it, you know, knowing Mlem how he's kind of like bunny coded now because of the Cinderbuns, I think that'd be cute coming from Mlem, but that's very contextual, I guess. I think just hearing someone say Bunny to me, it just sounds like a nickname, but doesn't sound like a pet name. You will have a Casper only tier, Mlem only tier, Nayu only tier, Uki only tier. Just for all of my boyfriends, I have a separate tier. I would just say bruh when it comes to bruh, just for Nayu only. We'll put it in S tier too. Next one is Beautiful. I guess in the right context. I feel like this is a really good one, as long as it's not overused. If you say it all the time, it kind of loses its meaning. But if you say it only in specific occasions, then I think it can be really good if used sparingly, if you know what I mean. So if you just use it all the time, you know, there's some people who like say, hey, beautiful to everyone. They'll just say that all the time. I feel like that's kind of elicits its meaning somewhat. But if it's used like when you see someone and you call them beautiful, then it's definitely a bit different. Yeah, I would say you can go in here if used that in the right context at the right moment. Otherwise, it's kind of like, it's either really special or not special at all. Using it as a nickname versus compliment makes it very... Yeah, there we go. As a nickname, I don't think I like it, but as a compliment, I like it a lot. I would use it as a compliment, but I don't really hear it. That's kind of sad, but I don't think I've been called that enough to really know how to act with that. But I would assume, let's put it up there in the weaken the knees. Compliment is better, yes. For beautiful, for more masculine people, it's more, I guess people would say handsome rather than beautiful. I mean, beautiful can apply to anyone, regardless, but not something I really hear. But I think it's nice in the right context. Next one, Chibi. Who's gonna call me Chibi? You know what, if someone called me Chibi, I would laugh. Just because I know for a fact I'm not short. I may not be the tallest, but I'm not short. It's kind of a funny one. I didn't even know this was a pet. Not gonna lie, seeing some of these other ones, I don't know if all of them are pet names. They're in the list, but some of them are like questionable. Chibi isn't even a pet name, I don't allow it. Yeah, like, I don't think anyone would call me a Chibi. But I feel like it's more like a teasing thing rather than like a pet name. Whoever calls me Chibi, I take it as an insult. Yeah, I mean, not really the best name to be calling as a pet name or like kind of compliment or anything. Chibi, I'm throwing punches. Alright, note to self, never call the adventurers a Chibi. Puppy. I could imagine I would call someone else that. Maybe Riser. Not something I want to hear. I don't want to be called a puppy. I've seen puppy used only in BL. Well, I mean, you know, maybe I'll be the one calling someone else puppy, but in terms of what I like hearing, if someone said puppy, doesn't do it for me. Okay, pudding. Pudding, it just reminds me of Harlequin from DC. When I hear pudding. Pudding sounds southern. Yeah, it's like pudding and sugar. I feel like these two are like similar. You can imagine a Harlequin saying both of these. With the southern accent, hearing that, it kind of sounds confident, sounds nice, I like it, but like without that, I feel like it might sound a bit too like trying hard. Yeah, imagine being called pudding in British accent or something. Alright, baby girl. Once again, doesn't work for me. If someone called me baby girl, it would be kind of used ironically for me, you know? But this title, I would call for... this is Casper's title right here. But not something I would... I mean, same as baby boy. If someone said baby boy, I don't know. I feel like these kind of things don't work on me. What's up, baby girl? You lost, baby girl. I would find it amusing if someone said it to me, but it doesn't really work on me if I hear it. Ooh, if someone called me a good girl. I'm a good girl? Me? For obvious reason, not gonna work. Good boy. I mean, I feel like in the right context. Normally, I prefer to be the one saying good boy or good girl, but like, for hearing it, I'm just trying to imagine hearing it. 1 second. This is what I like to hear, guys. That's what I would tell my dog. I mean, you'd say it differently, of course. Well, the context I'm thinking of is very different, at least. You know what? If said in the right context, I can see that. Yeah, I'll put it there. But I feel like normally I would be saying that rather than receiving that. But you know what? I feel like it could work in the right context. He's a good boy. You're the best boy. You like that? Not like an actual dog. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Where's the good boy? That's more Rai coded? Yeah, that's actually something I would say to Risa. Everyone drink water before the next name. Alright, everyone hydration check. Anyway, next one. Gorgeous. Where would I put That's crazy. Oh, my bad. My bad. Alright. Put this there as well. You can't run? I'm not running. Sometimes saving the best part to last, you know. Handsome. I feel like handsome definitely works. I feel like handsome would work on any guy. But where to put you? It's a bit similar to beautiful as well. Like, if you overuse handsome, I feel like it loses a lot of its meaning though. If you just say handsome all the time, then it's just like not as good. But you know, it's kind of like, imagine if you're getting ready for like a fancy evening and then you dress up. I can imagine if someone came up to me and was like, said handsome, then that would be much better. Once again, it depends on the context. Handsome sounds like a catcall. Once again, this is assuming someone that would be my partner since it's pet names, not some random catcall. I feel like if it's a catcall for any of these, then it'll just be a no, right? I can only think of pissing all by yourself, handsome. Whenever you hear it. Well, that is definitely a context, but I guess not in that context. Alright, dumbass. Dumbass is top tier, I'm so sorry. It reminds you of the memes or like in anime and shows as well. It's like, he may be a dumbass, but he's my dumbass. That kind of trope or vibe, I'm sure you've heard something similar to that. Yeah, but it's more of a meme than anything. Dumbass is strangely endearing. I feel like because it's not like that crude or anything. But would you want to be called dumbass? Not really, no. For me, no. I was just trying to figure out a way that it could be used. That's the only one, no, but if I don't call you dumbass ever, I don't love you, sorry. I kind of get that, you know, there's some like names you use to tease people affectionately. Once again, in the teasing sense and everything, it can be fine, but I feel like as the pet name you call your partner, maybe not. Hydrate for real this time, no more edging. Alright, everybody hydrate. I gotta lay down for this one. Chat is crashing out and it hasn't even started. What, for this one? Everyone freaking out right now. Imagine I was just like, nope. This whole time everyone waiting on just like, nope. Don't you dare. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is my tier list, alright? It's what I want to hear. Not after all this build-up. We know you're a freak. Alright, let's see. Be true to yourself. Hurry up, Altus freak doji. I would say it's very like the good boy where only in a specific context and situation. If someone just called me this like all the time as a pet name, I'll be like weirded out. Just a very specific context, situation, action. I find it very weird. If people use this for everyday use, I find that very weird. Once again, I'm not trying to judge. If you guys like that, you like that, that's fine. But for me, exactly like good boy. I would, in the specific situation, I think think it would go here. Once again, only in a very specific circumstances. Not to be used every day. Well, at least only at certain times of the day. It's a very specific certain scenario, you know? If it's used outside that context, I feel like it's weird. Very specific context, time and place. That's all I can say for that. All right. But for this one, also a very specific context, time, place. This one is better than Daddy. I can tell you that much. But, of course, it's kind of weird if you hear someone saying this. So only for specific situations. Where do I put this? I can't even put it back. I was gonna say stretch and I'm prone, but I can't even put this back in here. So I can't let go of the mouse. So for this one, depending on the situation. I don't know why. What's making me check more? You and your comments or chat and their comments? We know what you are. What? Once again, context specific.